Hi all, welcome to Tech Forum. In this video, let us deep dive on the Groovy scripting for AEM. Apache Groovy is an object-oriented programming language used for Java platform. It can be used as a scripting language for the Java platform. Some of the benefits of Groovy scripting are the Groovy source code gets compiled into Java bytecode, so it can run on any platform based on JRE. The syntax is simple and easy compared to Java. It's dynamic in nature, means it can generate the classes transparently at runtime when needed. Also, it uses reduced syntax. With Groovy, we can manipulate content in the JCR. Also, we will be able to call the OSJ services. Also, even we can run some arbitrary code using different AEM or Sling or JCR APIs. There are different options in AEM to run the Groovy scripts. Let's talk about three options here. The first one is by enabling Apache Felix script console plugin. The second option is by enabling ICF Next AEM Groovy console extension. Based on these two options, we should be able to enable a console in AEM to execute the Groovy scripts. The console provides an interface for running Groovy scripts in AEM container. The console can be used to execute the Groovy script for some useful scenarios. Example, like we can manipulate the content in the JCR, we can call OSJ services, or even we can execute some arbitrary code using different APIs, the APIs, AEM API or Sling or JCR APIs. So also we can use the script to reporting purpose. So we can, example, we can identify the unused assets in the AEM or components. Even we can fetch the asset details or content details. So whatever the reports we want, we can generate through the Groovy scripting. So also, like, another important use case is the data load. We should be able to load data from different sources. Like one example is Excel. This will obviously help to perform content migration from external systems. So other scenario is maybe you want to activate or deactivate some resources. Obviously you can write a script and you can execute through this console. The third option is through OakRun tool. The OakRun tool console mode enable us to execute the Groovy script on AEM repository. Let us now see how to use Apache Felix script console plugin to execute the Groovy scripts in AEM. Script console is a Felix web console plugin which allows evaluation of scripts within the OSJ container. This supports the evaluation of scripts in different languages, example Groovy, JavaScript, Ruby, etc. So we should be installing the language bundle, the corresponding language bundle. The example, like if you need a support for Groovy, the Groovy language bundle should be deployed. Same case with other languages also, they are Ruby and other thing. So AEM already supports some of the basic languages like JavaScript and others, but we should be installing the additional languages. Let us now download and install the script console and Groovy OSJ bundles. The bundles can be downloaded from these specific URLs from the Felix repository. So you can see this specific version 1.0.2.jar, the plugins script console. You can download this. This is the OSJ bundle. Again, same case with the Groovy all. I downloaded 2.4.9 version. So you can download this Groovy all 2.4.9.jar. This is also OSJ bundle. So once downloaded, maybe you can install through this bundles interface. I already installed. So if I go there and search for Groovy, yeah, so you can see Groovy runtime, Groovy all. So same way that I already installed the plugin also, script plugin also. So ensure both the bundles are up after installation. The script console exposes some of the predefined variables. Example, request, the current HTTP servlet request instance. Then response, the current HTTP servlet response instance. The another one is reader, access to the reader of the request. The same as like request.getReader. So we can use this for reading the data of an HTTP request body. Then another one is out, again access to the print writer of the response. So same as response.getWriter, we can use this for writing the data to the HTTP response body. Then next one is OSGI. So this provides the OSGI specific methods. So mainly OSGI.getService. We can specify the service name to retrieve the OSGI services available on the OSA container. So you can retrieve any OSA services available in the OSA container through this method. The next one is bundle context. This can be used to access the OSA runtime. These predefined variables can be used in the script directly to enable the required functionalities. Now the console is accessible through this specific URL, system console/sc. If you see here, like you can see the execute button, then text area, you can write your script here. So also you can select which script language you want to. We are going with Groovy, or like all other available languages you can see here, JavaScript, Handlebars, and all those languages. Even you can install like whatever the languages you need. Let us now quickly execute a sample script. Let me show the sample script here. I'm trying to get the title of the page. So if you see here, the page path is content we retail USEN. I'm trying to get the title. So for that, what I'm doing is like I defined a system user with a name script service. So then I'm using the service resource resolver. So here you can see this is the predefined variable we are using here, OSGI. So then we are getting the resource resolver factory, and then from there we are getting the resolver, then page manager, and we are getting the page, then we are getting the title from there. Also I configured the user mapping for this service user. Let me show that. If I go to the config manager, okay. Let me search for script service. Yeah, you can see here, this is the user mapping I enabled. This is the bundle name, org Apache Felix Web Console plugins dot script console. Then this is my subservice name. Then this is the system user. Let me execute now. Let me copy this script, ignoring this package. So then going here, just put it here, then try to execute. So if you see here, hello from English. So that English is the title. Again, I'm using the out predefined object here. So this can be used to write the response to the HTTP body. You should be able to execute the script for different scenarios. Some of the benefits of using the console plugin is like this is a standard plugin from Apache Felix. Also, this enables the option to execute multiple language scripts, not only Groovy script, you can execute other scripts also. So, but this won't provide some advanced features like notification, scheduling, or reporting. So also it exposes limited predefined variables. We have seen some of the list of predefined variables. So, but it is limited, means like we need to write more script to achieve the required functionalities. Let us now talk about the next option. So how to use the Groovy console extension from ICF Next to execute the scripts. ICF Next has developed a Groovy console for AEM. This enables a console to execute the script in AEM. Also provides some advanced features like notification, scheduling, etc. Also exposes different predefined variables to simplify the scripting. Also the framework can be customized. It's open sourced. Like based on our requirement, we can customize it. Let us now install the package. You can refer the implementation here in GitHub. Read the details here. Also, like you can read the compatibility metrics. So what version is compatible with AEM versions, different AEM versions. So instruction on installation. Other than you can read through the some OSA configurations will be enabled, so you can modify based on your requirement. Then other than that, even you should be able to execute the script remotely through the curl command. So then some notification and scheduler, maybe we can talk on that further. You should be able to download the repository and install the package by building it. Otherwise, the release packages can be downloaded from here. If you go to the releases folder, you will have all the releases. So this is the latest one, 15.1.0. This is compatible with the 6.5. I'm using 6.5. You can download this zip file, the package, and install the package through AEM Package Manager. This enables the script console along with the required OSA configuration. Let me show the OSA configuration. If I go here, search with Groovy console. Yeah, you can see Groovy console configuration service. So you can see various configurations here. So email enabled, you can enable the checkbox if you want to be notified. Also like email recipients. Then like by default only admin can execute the script through console. So if you want any additional groups should be allowed, you can enable it here. Same thing with the schedule job also, only by default admin can do this. So if you want, you can enable the additional groups here. So then another one is the vanity path. The you can enable the vanity path slash Groovy console. The by default in latest version the path is slash app slash Groovy console dot html. In earlier version it was slash etc slash Groovy console dot html. You can, if required, you can enable this vanity path. Then audit disable, if you want you can disable it. Then display all audit records, so if required you can select this, will have more history data. Now the console is accessible through this URL, app slash Groovy console. So you can see multiple section here, like maybe we can talk about that. You can run the script, even there is some sample scripts are there, you can open that, you can see the sample script. Just select this, the script will be loaded here, so you can execute that. Even you can modify based on your requirement. There is a section called scheduler. So you can schedule the job, like you can specify some job title, if required description. You can select immediate if you want to run the job immediately, but asynchronously. If you want, you can even specify the cron expression, so the specific interval when this job should be executed. Also you can specify the output type, how the output should be displayed, plain text, CSV, XML, HTML, whatever the way you want. You can then schedule the job. So then the script, whatever you specify here, that will be considered for scheduling. Now data, so here you can specify JSON data, so that will be available for you in the script. Now, yeah, this is the place you can enter your script for execution. You can find all the schedule job details here. So if you see here, like I have a schedule job, so you can see the next execution time, what is the cron expression. This job will get executed for every 5 minutes. Then what is the script used for this job, then the title. Also, like you can edit the job. So also you can download the execution report. Though if I download this, yeah, this is the result of the job. So script reported this data. Next section is history. This shows the history of the script execution. Let me go there. If you see here, like you can see all the script execution history. So even you can filter through the date range. You can delete the individual history, or you can even delete all the history. Also, like even you will be able to download the output, script output also. So even you can load the script. So whatever the script used to execute this specific job, you can load to the editor. So then you can rerun that also. The next one is bindings. So here if you see, like all the predefined, we talked about some of the predefined variable. You can refer all those variables here. Log, session, page manager, resource resolver, query builder, node, like lot of predefined variable. This helps to simplify the script writing, because you can directly use this variable. Let's say you want to get a page manager, you can directly get the page manager. In earlier option, the Apache Felix script console plugin, we have seen the limited number of predefined variable. So you need to write more to achieve your functionality. But here, because like we have lot of predefined variable, so this simplifies the scripting. The next one is imports. So let me open that. So by default, some of the packages are imported to the scripts, even what are the custom script we are writing. So these packages will get imported by default. The next one is methods. It provides some predefined methods. Get page, get node. So a lot of methods are there. So also obviously this also helps us to simplify the scripting. Let us now see how to use Eclipse for script development. Let me go to Eclipse. As a first up, install Groovy development tools. For that, go to help, then Eclipse marketplace. Yeah, you can search with Groovy. Yeah, you can see Groovy development tools 3.9.0 release. Yeah, install this tool. So I already installed. cancel this. Now create a new Maven project. For that you can do file, then go to new, other, type in Maven. So you can Maven project. You can enter some basic details. You can select a create a sample project. Then you can say the group ID, artifact ID. So whatever you required. So then click on finish. So that it will create a sample Maven project. Once it's created, you should be enabling some plugins and dependency in the pom.xml. So you can see here like Groovy related plugins, compiler plugin. Also, like you should be enabling all the required dependencies, because in your script you can reference all these APIs, JCR or Sling APIs. So I added this Uber jar 6.5.0, also the OSA framework, then even I included this Groovy all, so because you will be using the standard Groovy functionality also. So even whatever the APIs you required, you can add it here. Even I added the JCR. So I will be sharing this project, maybe you can refer it. One more thing what I did is I created a template Groovy file. So anyhow, to create a new new Groovy file, you can go here and say new, then other. You can type in Groovy, then Groovy type. You can create new file. So I created a template.groovy. What I am doing here is like I am enabling all the predefined variables and methods. We talked about that. So the bundle provides a lot of predefined variables and methods. So those are not accessible to Eclipse. So to make it accessible to other script, what I did is I created a template along with those variables and method, so that anywhere required you can import this class, the template class, and you can use this. This will simplify your script development. Let us now build some sample script. So let me go to the modify properties. I'm going to modify the property of some node. I'm defining that node here. So if you see here, the say first line, I'm importing that template, import static. So because all my variables and methods are static, so I'm specifying static, and the template dot star. So all those variables and methods are available to this script also. So then defining the nodes. Then iterating through that, I'm getting the node. This is the predefined method. So I can just access any of this predefined method or variable. I can just type it here. So let's say session I want. I can just type it. You can use this. It's coming from the template. Same way, like I want a get path. You can just say get path. That method will come. So now, yeah, I'm getting the node. Then I'm modifying resource resolver. Again, this is the predefined variable. So then I'm modifying the property. I'm adding a custom property and some test value. So to this both the nodes. So even we can do a dry run. So this is, if you see here, is a data variable. So we can specify the data, the input data as a JSON. I will show you in the console. Then you can access those data like this. Data dot is a JSON data. So data dot then whatever the data variable. So you can use it. So now I am saying if it is a dry run is selected, so don't save it, otherwise save the data. Now let me go and to execute this. So don't copy this template, because the console won't identify that. Like remaining part you can copy this. Let me now go to the console, and paste this here on the script. Also, like I am specifying some data dry run. This would be a valid JSON data. I am now specifying as dry run as true, so the data will not be persisted. So let me execute now. So run script. Okay, now if I go to this CRXT and refresh it, so if you see this property is not updated. Now what I will do is like I will go back here. But see, if you see here the result is coming, so dry run, so you can see that what is getting modified. Saying the property modified to this one, dry run equal to true, and all those detail you can see it. Even you can download this text file. Now I am going and changing this. I am saying it's not a dry run. So just to click on run. So now it will say like dry run is false. Now if I go back to the CRXT again, refresh this. Yeah, see that custom property is added in both the nodes. You can see that the property is added. Yeah, custom property equal to test value. Yeah, maybe like we can see some more sample scripts. So another one is like if you want to copy the node, So I want to copy the image, specific image from this source path to this target. You can just use the resource resolver. This is a predefined variable. I can get the source resource. Then you can like use the page manager. This is again a predefined variable. Just you can see the use the copy, the source path, destination path, and resource name. You can use it. Another important use case is like executing the query. So maybe let me show that. So here if you see, like I'm trying to fetch the total pages under this node, this page content of we retail USEN. So here I'm getting the page using the predefined variable session to get the query manager. Then this is my query. So where JCR path I'm restricting to this specific path, page.path. Then also I'm passing, I'm like selecting based on the resource type. So this is my resource type, we retail components structure / page. Now then I already have the query manager, query manager.create query, like a statement, and the type is SQL. Now yeah, we can execute the query. So then result.node.size, it will show the size. Also I am printing the individual path, the node path also. So maybe let me go and execute any queries you want, you can execute through this. So maybe you can quickly, if you want to fetch any reports, you can use this. So let me go and do that. If I go here, execute this, yeah, I will do. Anyway, here I am not using this dry run variable, so anyway, I am leaving that, that's fine. Run script. Yeah, if you come down here, you can see the total pages is 126. Then individual node path, you can get it. So if you want to get some data quickly, so you can use this approach. When you can download this as a text document. Let us now move to the next option, using OakRun tool to execute the Groovy script. OakRun enables the console mode. The console is based on Groovy shell, so we can use all the Groovy constraints. This tool enables us to execute the scripts from command line interfaces. So both offline and online scripts can be executed. By default, read-only mode is enabled. If required, write mode can be enabled, but the instance should be offline to run the write mode script. Let me run a sample script. This is my sample script. So set property.groovy. I'm setting the property to a node based on the input parameter. The set property method receives the session, then what is the node path, then what is the property name and the property value. Let me now run the script through OakRun tool. So for that, these are all the scripts we should be executing. 3 steps. The first step, we should be starting the console, the OakRun console. So if you see here Java, then yeah, I downloaded this 1.8.0 jar. You should be downloading the version that match with your AEM server. So then like a console, this is your repository segment store path. Here I am going with the read and write. So by default it is read, so you can skip that, but here I'm going to change some property, so I need to specify it as a read write. Now then you should be loading the script, second step. Once the script is loaded, you can execute or invoke that method. So here I am saying session, you can just specify, then like the content path, the node path where I am going to change the property, then property name and property value. As this is a read write script, the AEM server should be offline, so before executing this one. So let me maybe stop that server. Okay, so now let me go and execute this first. Okay, so yeah, this one, this is fine. Let me execute. Okay, now connected to the repository, let me go and execute the second command. So here I am loading the script, the set property script. So this is fine. Okay, execute it. The script is loaded now. Now I am going and executing this method. So here this is the path. Maybe I will say some different parameter. If I something I will update it. Yeah, let me execute this script now. Okay, this is completed. So it's saying like setting property, the value, then on this node. So it's completed. The value should be reflected after restarting the server. So let me go to the crxt console, then like just to refresh that node. So you can see here the prop name 11, this is the latest value what we provided. Some of the useful samples like yeah, here like admin utils, you want to change the admin password, you can use this and execute with the same steps what I was referring. There are multiple other samples, so you can refer those. The AEM Groovy support helps us to execute the Groovy script to perform multiple operations. So earlier we seen that like we can manipulate the content in the JCR, even we can invoke the OSA services, we can execute arbitrary code, so using different APIs. So if you want to quickly pull the reports, various scenarios, you can do that. Even we can data load external data we can load into the repository. So even some cases if you want to activate or deactivate the resources, we can do through the script. So you can build custom Groovy scripts to perform any operations required. That's all for today. Thanks all for watching the video. See you all in the next video.